What is up, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at a rogue match from my local. It is exactly Blue-Eyes versus Goblin Bikers. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. So here I lost die roll, it's whatever. My opponent on Blue-Eyes starts with the best play possible, the Dictator of D. It is what I call the circular of Blue-Eyes. For cost, sends the Blue-Eyes to the graveyard and summons itself. And here he goes for Bingo Machine, lets him reveal 3 Blue-Eyes cards and add one of them randomly to his hand. Like, probably the best card in the deck, so I'm just gonna add it. Get it out of the way. Goes for Dictator effect, sending Jet to the graveyard. To summon the Jet back. To summon the Blue-Eyes back, sorry. Not totally familiar with the cards here. I myself here, you see, I've drawn a few of my breaks, but, you know, it is what it is. We are playing Rogue after all, right? So here he goes for Sage. Pays to search a level 1 tuner, I think it is. Mostly searching out the Veiler here for my turn. You know, pretty chill, pretty chill. Just no, at least no one-hand trouble against me here. Here we have a little bit of thinking. Here I'm pretty sure we're going into a synchro play. Like, the Jet in graveyard is always a menace here, because whenever anything is destroyed, it's just summoning itself back. It's just annoying. Here we go for, I think it's Jora? Not sure with the name. Basically to tribute itself and summon light dragon synchro from the extra. Or just like dragon synchro, now I think about it. And also it's kind of a floodgate. Make so that, no wait, is that? I think it's that one where you cannot summon more than 2 times. First summon. And here you just pass. Goes to my turn. I draw the impermanence, pretty good, I'd say. Thinking about if I have any play, so I just should, you know, just trigger this Ash Your Eyes. I think it is. So just go for the imperm here, forcing him into tributed if he wants the effect of it. And of course, here he changes it to summon. And goes for another Blue-Eyes. And you just expect to that his dragon is unaffected, I think. So here I'm sitting with okay card. Like, I have some follow-up, right? I have the Horus card. And I go for Sarcophagus here, sending the Dueling to the graveyard to send another card to the graveyard. And sending Happy here. And go for Cycers, putting the Sploder in the graveyard. It's okay for follow-up. Personally, I think this version of Goblin Bikers is not really the best. Even though we have some great XYZ 8s with the Horus cards and just, you know, Horus controller and all, it feels kinda iffy not being able to use the Goblin Bikers as often as you want. So here we just summon back the 3 Horus monsters. And here I'm thinking about either going for XYZs. I'm actually sure I just want to go Battle Face in it. Here we go Battle Face here, attack with the Happy. I think I go King Sark to Santeria, and I go Imseti, then the Dictator Fee in the graveyard. And of course here, at this point, I've just forgotten the Jet in the graveyard. So I go for Dumatef, hit, thinking, oh, surely it's just minus 600 damage here. Just getting some damage in. You know, reading card surely is hard. And here my opponent just goes for... I think he's thinking about the Jet effect bounce. And he's thinking about whether he should bounce the sarcophagus or bounce any of my forest monsters here. And like, I'm kind of annoyed at this point. Like, you know, playing versus the deck, I've seen this a lot of times in my locals. Like, this Blue-Eyes player is always there somehow. And playing against it multiple times, surely, you know, learning from my mistake. Trying to remember all these interactions, but every time there's something new. Always something new. So here he bounces my Dumatef.
Main phase 2 then.
And then I go for main phase 2.
Hvad er det, den siger? Jeg kan ikke destroye din drag, eller jeg kan ikke destroye din andre drag?
Du kan ikke destroye min andre kort.
I'm just gonna point this out. If you haven't already noticed, every single card of this Blue-Eyes play deck, it is, if not maxed out, it's as close as possible without any, you know, gigantic financial decisions here. It is crazy. Here I go for Busking, and summon to send from the extra deck to the graveyard. Here he's looking through his extra deck. I kind of forgot about Baylor here at this point. And he sends it to the graveyard, just making sure I don't, you know, steal anything from the extra.
I guess the other side.
And then I was thinking about some play with Busking, but I can't remember what its other effect is. And then we just go for sarcophagus. Just thin the deck a little bit. I don't want to draw them city. Don't really have any cards I want to see here.
Er det en summon effect, Jet til bounce?
Det er en ignition effekt. Det er en trigger effekt, tror jeg.
And here I'm just asking whether or not the Jet effect is something.
Hvis den bliver angrebet, den angriber.
Just making sure I understand. Yeah, understand the cards. And then I set the XYZ trap. XYZ fortress trap, whatever it is. You know, to immediately XYZ summon. And here he goes for a spell I cannot remember, to discard one and add to Blue-Eyes first? And I think it is. Adding alternative and the regular Blue-Eyes, I think. Oh, it's a Jet at the end. So most likely has a Blue-Eyes in hand, because alternative wants you to reveal a Blue-Eye? Or is it just any... Oh right, the ancients let him add a Blue-Eye. I see. From the graveyard. And here special summons the alternative by showing the Blue-Eye. In here I'm just staring down 2 or 3k beaters, being able to just remove cards at any point. And here it goes for alternative to, I think it's destroy, and then it cannot attack the turn. And here I'm just looking at through my extra deck if there's anything I can XYZ summon over this Busking to try and save it. And I just go for Splotter to detach to summon itself. And then, yeah, destroying the Busking, just trying to save a little bit of health. And now he has 2 Jets, so I am absolutely not able to destroy any cards he has. Because both of them make sure that I cannot destroy. And here he goes for Dingius.
Sorry, jeg fandt bare effekt.
And then and again, looking through my X deck if there's anything I can XYZ. And he just sends the trap. It's alright.
andre effekter, den der?
Ikke andet. Den kan spille som en for gavn, eller den bliver summoned.
Okay.
Den har ikke noget hand.
Okay.
And here he's asking whether or not I have any extra effects with the exploder. And here I accidentally put the exploder in the graveyard. Of course, it's banished after the summon effect. Pretty sure I remember this without any mistakes. And then he attacks directly with the jet. And here he goes for the Zeus. Draw for turn.
Pocket to main phase.
And here I kind of want to trigger his Zeus without using too many materials of the sarcophagus. I actually cannot remember what I drew for turn here. And here I remember it vanished. So I kind of wish the Goblin Bikers would detach for effect. Sorry, for cost rather than effect. Being able to just turn off the Zeus with the cannon. And here I'm like, oh, I should have like summoned all three of my my Horus monsters, because they were, I'm pretty sure they are. But does Zeus send it? I do not remember if Zeus sends the destroyed. But yeah, removes also my card. But anyway, we're going to mention phase 2. Normal summon tour guide, that's right. You know, getting into the place here. Just wanted to force his Zeus out, be able to play the deck rather than, you know, yeah, playing into it. Summon the Merciless, no effects from the Merciless, overlay the 3 into big Gabonga. And Gabonga effects to Dog. And here we know he has like one card in hand, right? Card in hand is the Blue-Eyes, the regular Blue-Eyes. So we're pretty safe to just play through everything here. We just don't want to destroy any card.
Select and destroy up to 2.
So we go for Dog effect, detach for effect. Special summon Dog effect, sorry. And killing 2 Gabonga to steal the Zeus. Adding the Grand Entrance. And here it's it kind of sucks that I have both Exploder and Merciless in the graveyard. I've seen some people running multiple Exploders, multiple Merciless, and I see the point here, being able to search and summon all that. So we go for another deck. Here I'm playing Livia, so I could actually... Well, I'm summoning the Duck here, going to Livia, summon the Exploder back, and summon the Merciless out. Yeah, we're going for Livia here. And I think that's better than running multiple extract monsters. So we're going for Exploder effect, Exploder summon back the Merciless. Just being able to extend even further here. Here I kind of want the continuous spell, though knowing I wouldn't have been able to play anything here without that effect. Without the search of the other duck. Here I rank 2 into the Cherubini. And Cherubini sends for cost, which is great. Not having the Exploder Merciless, being able to send them for free. And here I'm like, oh, I guess I'm just deck thinning, sending the wheelers to the graveyard. It is what it is. Just making sure I don't see cards. I remove cards from the deck I do not want to see. And then we have Merciless. But I forgot to add back a duck Because I have two 3 detaches and I couldn't be able... I would have been able to summon the duck here. I don't have any way to detach during my opponent's turn for the Gabonga effect here. So the board is kind of doing nothing. Well, I do have this spell now, I think about it. So I do actually have something for the effect. And here I'm just looking if there's anything to I want to remove with the with SP. You know, like something like Link Reaver or something would be great to remove here. So the deck, at this point, though I did refine the deck after this locals, which will probably be up next week on the channel, by the way. Playing something other, I'm playing Punk over Horrors, because the Punk engine is actually able to go into Gabonga. I think that's better. Being able to find the goblins without actually playing goblins. So here I go into the Expressive Force. Having an expert detach. Remembering I can actually play the game. Sure. Surely I manage here, right? Please? Oh. And here my opponent is asking whether I can search the Expressive trap in the graveyard. Sadly I cannot. And this point I'm like, I don't really want to go into SP here, because banishing the Merciless, I wouldn't be able to get it back. And not being able to get it back would kind of suck. So just go for the SP through the Levier. Interesting, I actually don't remove one of the yet. But yeah, my opponent just scoops here. Wait. Oh, he looks for the deck card. For Gary. Yeah, he just goes end phase here, and that's just, you know, go for what I can. Exploder effect. Dark effect. Dark will search to continuous here, right? Got it. Yeah. Just gaining 300 for every goblin rider. Like 900 here each. It's pretty good. Putting attack. Going battle phase here, just playing into as few cards as possible. And here we're just getting in the damage. And yeah, we're getting up to enough. And he drew the Blue-Eyes for turn. And he would have drawn another Blue-Eyes. That's really common. So anyway, we're going to game 2 here. I'm going second again, of course. Seeing double draw here kind of sucks, but I know that, you know, playing against the rogue deck, you always want to see the cards. And here he's opening an absolute wreck starter. Summoning 1 for 1, summoning out 1 egg with another egg, you know. And egg in the graveyard, searching the Blue-Eyes. And here just go rest, roll. I won't be able to add any card. Hopefully stopping his turn all in all here. But you know, I'm looking down my hand, thinking, I barely have anything myself. And here is just Foolish Burial in Dragon. If it's the normal Dragon, he will Foolish enough. Pretty good way to like deck then, find his cards without actually searching. Sending a normal Dragon surprisingly, and then egg of one of the Angels. I cannot remember the name. A normal summoning Sage, who... Oh, he said no effect. I was like, did he say effect? Would he be able to search? What? And here he just goes into SP. Surprisingly not going through Link Revo here. But I mean, makes sense.
Oh, and summon deck.
And then he goes end phase, ancients, summon Blue-Eyes from deck. I was like, huh, I thought it added to hand. This is not very nice.
Ja.
Then he goes for jet and another jet. So I cannot destroy cards here. Well, his cards at least, but yeah. And here is the happy, which I'm like, yeah, it's whatever. I was kind of at this point I was kind of sick about running the Horus cards. At this point, like knowing most of them are breaks. And then I special summon Wheeler because I have a level 3. And then again we're summoning Big Gabunga, the ace card of the deck. And here you go. Here I go Gabunga to search, and he goes SP decent.
Duck. I hope he's ducking.
Like I'm pretty happy about it. I think, seeing that I have the talent, where I think I go for raw. I could actually have stolen the jets and then at the end of the turn being able to bounce both of them with his and my own effect. And here I see, you know, the tribe I want to search, and an imper is like, that is nothing. Cannot play from this. Pretty ready to scoop at this point, but like, yeah. Just joking about this. And he goes end phase SP, I go end phase Gabunga to attack. Just trying to find my Goblin Bikers. Having the trap here, being able to detach and steal is pretty good here.
Yeah. Like, sure.
Åh, det var den. Okay.
Jeg slår den.
Stemmer face me.
So this kind of shows the goods and the bads of the deck.
Melody. Discard Blue-Eyes.
He's going Melody, discard Blue-Eyes, and I just chain the trap hoping he won't SP here. Well, actually he could SP here, I could just negate it. So it's like an imperm, but not really. Imperm, but detaching without any negation of the spell trap zone. I really like this trap card. I really feel like it's one of the better cards in the Goblin Biker deck. Just the negate alone.
Chain SP. Turn SP alone. Big Gabunga.
Chain imprint targets SP.
Sure.
And here just negate. Pretty sure I could have negated with the other trap, but yeah. And here he searches the alternative and the Blue-Eye. And I just go for unrest roll.
No, the second roll has hit the tower. Some alternative.
And he goes for alternative, showing the yeah. Here you just want to force as much as possible out
Så du kunne detach, og så hvad var det ødelæg?
of interactions out of me here. Actually, if he were playing it, he were able to go white leg. Would have been pretty crazy, leaving me with nothing. So he goes for alternative to destroy my Gabunga, forcing me to go trap here.
Så kan han tage igen.
Change them to target to white.
Ja.
So we detach.
And then I go Gabunga to steal one of the dead. So this is all of my interactions, so if my opponent is able to do 8k here, it's over. Like, it is what it is. He does know that I have one of Duck in hand, and the other one is unknown, being the Happy, I think it is. And here I'm like, second SP, oh no, here it's coming. Goes for dark, no stealing.
Se på min, fordi jeg startede efter.
Goes into Celine, Celine effect to gain counters.
10 minutter efter, vi var startet. Celine gain 3 counts.
Gains 3 counters.
17 minutter.
Chain was
Tilbage.
Ja, ja.
Then I change Exploder to this.
Det har været en lang game.
Så der er stået lang tid før.
Exploder effect til summon for counter.
Here goes Exploder effect, Merciless effect.
Merciless effect til summon for counter.
Sure.
Dog effect til summon.
I'm actually not sure if I could No, I'm not playing the what is it called?
Winner draw.
And I go Dog effect here, looking through my deck because he said okay, and he's like, oh, we're on the draw. Seeing the draw in my graveyard, I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Celine effect kan 3 counts.
So I'm actually not sure if I were able to go, if I've sequenced this differently, saving the trap, and then overlaying into Gossip Shadow. No, I'm not playing it in this deck, but yeah, thinking about it. Because at this point I'm like, I just want as many bodies on the board as possible, being able to save my life points as much as possible. Like here it's only the Exploder getting banished, and it's alright. Just hoping to draw Mseti, I guess, or pick off here.
Så
And here goes access code, target Celine, access code effect, banish Celine.
her spiller jo 20 sejlers. Har I nogen fælde, hvis nogen af dem, der bliver desværre?
Nej, ikke altså Exploder bliver banished.
Ja, ja, det er præcis.
And here you're just asking if I have anything protecting or any effects if any of them enters the graveyard. Goes remove dog.
Jet effects.
I'm actually not sure why I'm banishing dog.
Kan...
Oh. Right, okay. I didn't banish dog first.
Den her.
And here he goes for the Exploder, banishing Exploder. And here he goes Monster Reborn. Absolutely crazy. And here is, I think he's looking for a line to win the game.
Det er det, jeg skulle gøre i stedet for.
And I think he ends up with the calculation of being 100 life points.
100 fra.
Yeah, it's just that he said it right here, 100 off.
Ja, først lige tænke over, hvad jeg vil vælge her.
And he goes summon back the alternative. I'm looking at these cards like, are you sure this is not game? The alternative can attack, the jet can bounce, the access code is 5300. Like, surely this is enough.
Nej, det er ikke så meget det.
Like, could I attack my defense with the jet, bounce, mega bonk, and hit for 8-3?
Og 53 plus 26 er 7900. Ding send, alternative send, slow me.
Because he's looking at the alternative to send, and not actually thinking about attacking with it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is enough.
Nå, du kan ikke fjerne begge to, eller hvad?
Jo, det kan jeg godt.
Nej, ikke så godt. Så er jeg bare sådan der.
Ja, men sådan her, så går jeg jo ind i ding, altså efter jeg har...
Because he's going for the, he wants to use the effect and then the overlay to be able to hit. I'm like, isn't this alone just like this is a non-paid tournament? It's pretty chill, playing as friends, you know. We want to get better, we want to learn, we want to play as good as possible. And here he sees the line, goes battle phase, hits with jet, bounce the defense, and then head for game. I'm like, glad we agree. So for once, I go first here. I see the summon limit, the floodgate of choice for that day, and soon I'll find out it is the absolute worst floodgate. And here you search. Here you go for Goblin entrance. So first the Dirk. Dirk, normal summon, Dirk effects third. And here, also by time recording this, I have gotten the 3 Kakamuchinite, which would be able to, well, make sure that I chain. Well, so that Doug and tour guide is not being able to act, being act. But at the time of playing, I only had 2, I think. So it's just like both times seeing Wheeler, it's basically 1 in 3. Here I go, Doug. Sorry, the Kabonga, so it's Merciless. So now I can send it to a graveyard. This is mainly the point of playing Horus, being able to send Merciless and Explorer to the graveyard. And here we go, Fortress. I actually think playing this over the level 3 Fortress is so much better. Exploder is being able to summon the summon the Kabonga back from graveyard, putting a material on it in the end phase. And here I'm pretty sure I haven't read my entrance yet, because banishing the entrance I need to detail. And here we go, Imseti, put the Merciless in the graveyard. Absolutely perfect synergy between the engines. Searching the King's Sarcophagus and drawing 1. Like, at this point I'm just plussing. I don't need the extra draw from the Fortress. Having the extra space and the extra is so much better, I think. And here I was chugging a little bit after the draw, and sending the Imseti off the King's Sarcophagus, like, alright. There you go, Merciless effect, detach summon. Merciless effect, summon from hand, getting the Doug back. Like, I really enjoyed this engine with the 3s. And then I use Grand Bash to make both of them level 6. And also another mistake I've made in the extra deck, which you will soon see me getting punished for hard, is playing the Horus and not playing Photon Lord, for the reasoning of I'm playing so many searchable monster negates anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. And here I just set everything. It's the summon limit, the Fortress, Gold Trap, and I think it's an Imperm, the last one. And here I go, summon everything back. My opponent respects the Photon Lord. In this case, I guess it doesn't matter. My opponent goes Nibiru. I'm like, this is a big token. So then I'm asking my opponent, do you want to calculate the token, or should we just, say whatever you can remove it? And I think it ends up at 10-6 and 8k defense, something like that. It is nonetheless a pretty big token. It's 10,400 attack, 6,700 defense, if I'm hearing correctly in the video. So, nonetheless, pretty big token. And then I just pass on the best possible, well, actually a better board than the Cybers, but Cybers being Cybers. And here goes normal summon Sage. Sage the third. I'm thinking about negating. I'm like, nah, you're only searching the bag. That does it? I'm pretty sad about actually setting the XYZ trap, thinking about it, because I don't want it in the full trap zone at this point. The only way I can resolve it is by XYZing on resolution, and I won't be able to XYZ the token, obviously. So having it in hand and sending it off with Sarcophagus would be better. So here he is on his second summon. I'm thinking, he probably has the alternative. I felt like it was reveal for cost and then summon, not the someone that doesn't start a chain. So I was like, nah, I can keep the summon limit down. Surely it won't matter. And then he goes, alternative, reveal Blue-Eyes. I was like, oh, that's not good. So here, of course, if I flip the summon limit, I was like, GG, was fun. And I'm like panicking at this point. Oh no, just flip the summon limit. Because I was like, he needs to link Creeper to summon the SP anyway, so that wouldn't matter. And I want him to extend as much as possible into his turn. And then he just goes, alternative, remove the token. I was like, neat. And I want to say, before any of you says, summon is the best floodgate in the deck, summon living Goblin Bikers. I found out doing this day is ass. Being able to, you know, summon, not XYZ. It's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure doing this local I lost a couple rounds to my own summon. Because in testing, if I was at the head on board with the Gabongo already out on board, just detaching from it, stealing whatever my opponent normal special summons during their first couple of summons, like, this game. And then I just, you know, summon Horus card, taking a little bit of Horus control, having the trap to summon on my opponent's turn. Feels alright here. And then I hit the alternative, sending it to the graveyard. And here I'm like, does he actually have it yet? Should I not attack? I was like, I shouldn't play like he has anything. So we just go into the stage, hit for 3k, try and get him a little bit down, and we see the jet. And I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. Why would this happen? How could this happen to me? But you know, it's the name of the game. And here goes main phase. Luckily still on the summon limit. Like playing Horus control on the summon limit is alright, I guess. And here I'm thinking, XYZing here would do absolutely nothing. Like his jet is just able to bounce whatever, and I get everything into the graveyard. But you know, you don't really care about the Horus monsters being sent to graveyard.
Jeg kan huske Kings Goblins, er det bare når en bliver angrebet, eller er det alt, eller når det du angriber?
And here we ask whether or not the King's Sarcophagus protects from any attack, or only if I attack. Well, the send effect.
Og den til, du må target destroy. Så den kort dobbelt op anyway.
Just clarifying effects here. And honestly, I didn't even think Msetsi had like a bonus effect when any card was removed. And here goes for jet attack, they have. And here I just go sarcophagus then. And actually I think I just let this battle go through. Because here Nip goes attack, and I was thinking, oh, destroys, set jet summon back, I'm just screwed at this point. And I was thinking, should I, on the attack declaration, XYZ summon here? I'm looking through my extract, and I see everything that I have to summon will still get destroyed by the Nibiru. I'm like, this is not really doing anything. That jet is definitely coming back.
Helt fint, du kan bare lægge den op ved kassen.
So just say, alright. And here I lose like, what is it, 400 points? 600 points? And then he goes, jet effect in the graveyard. I'm like, yeah. 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 And then he goes, attack. Thinking about the effect of whatever. And I'm sitting like, please bounce the trap. Please get rid of the summon limit. I want to play the game. And he's bouncing. And then attack me directly. So at this point, I'm just listening for when time is called. I'm pretty sure we're close to time. Like, this video alone is like 40 minutes. Just the game. And I'm cutting out any sighting. So we should be pretty close. Here he goes for max summon 2 a time. The tribute into the floodgates. And he passes. I'm just looking at all my sets. Like, drawing any of the Goblin Bikers spells would be like not really doing anything. I wouldn't have any space. So I'm just going Yosetti to draw something. I actually drew the Goblin entrance. And here time is called. I'm low on life points. Pretty sure I wouldn't have been able to play through this summer limit, but you know, as I said, it's the name of the game. It is what it is. But anyway, as I said, I will be showing more videos of these Goblin Bikers. I think for Rogue deck, it is actually pretty strong. I really enjoyed this deck. So I will probably be showcasing it more. I am tinkering with the Punk engine, being able to summon two level 3s, being able to go into Kabonga before actually seeing any Goblin Bikers monsters is pretty strong. And also being able to search out a monster again, like Infirm. Just for follow-up. And even with the E-Tele, not using your normal summon is crazy strong. But I hope you did enjoy this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to, well, come back when I drop the next video. And without any further ado, see you next time. Bye.